It's time for your Sunday afternoon habit if you're living in Manila, and your Saturday night good times here on twitch.tv/quitstalling. It's the Quitstalling Geekcast, your weekly fix for geek and pop culture news and views and so much more. I am your host. I am Herald Silvestre, welcoming you to the Quitstalling Media Studio. And I'm not alone today. I've got a man who's residing in the far, far west, up to the shores and the stormy fronts of Seattle. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the sensei of humor himself, Derek O'Brien. How you doing, Derek?
Oh, Konichi, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Sensei Humor here, and we're excited today because boys be crazy. Yes, we're gonna be talking about the boys, a lot of other stuff too, quick news here and there. But if you watched the first 3 episodes of the boys, you guys are really gonna appreciate it.
For
I
sure.
loved it, and I'm just excited what we got in store for today. So, yeah, let us know in the comments too, or the chat, guys, what you thought of the boys before we get to it, and we'll read them out for you. Such as
That's
so
right.
Nice.
That's right. Because we got a lot of opinions on the boys, Derek.
Yes.
Like we said, them boys be crazy. And we want to talk about the boys, but we also have a lot of news to tackle today. Before we get to that, though, before we get to the news, I want to find out what Derek's been up to because I've been part of his life the past week. Derek, man, what have you been up to the past week? And everyone in the chat.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the boys, us, first.
These boys.
Yeah, these boys right here, So, all right. I've been watching a lot of Cobra Kai. And when I mean a lot, I mean I binged the entire 2 seasons in 2 days. So, I've done that, which I feel bad for kind of catching up late. A lot of my friends were pushing it on me when I was on YouTube. I was like, I'll watch it. And I loved Karate Kid growing up, all of them. I watched every single one.
Of course.
So, yeah, it was really good. And I recommend it if you guys haven't watched it. I've also been playing a lot of Avengers. Really fun. The boys are going to get together and assemble as well. So, one of these days, you're going to see us. Yeah. You go, we got to, hold on. Yeah. Boom!
Oh, yeah.
I need to get a Captain America shield or something. That'd be pretty cool. Like a prop,
Dude, I was gonna say the same thing because ever since we got super into this game, that's all I can think about is wanting that physical, like wanting to hold the shield, the hammer, because
I just had an epiphany.
Yes.
I'm gonna buy another hat.
Oh.
Make the shield. Oh, right here though.
Sensei.
Do I have the artistic skill to pull it off? We'll never know, but you'll see. I will try my best. I'm gonna have to buy like a star sticker and just put that first.
Actually, vinyl wouldn't be the worst way to go.
Right?
Yeah, just put a sticker over it.
Yeah. Besides Avengers, I did try the new Spellbreak. It's pretty fun.
Oh yeah.
I like it. Yeah, it's by Epic Games, so you can tell. Has like a little bit of Fortnite feel, but it's really smooth. I haven't hit any bugs yet. The music is awesome. It sounds like Lord of the Rings meets like Battle Royale. It's pretty sick. So
yeah, because Francis has been telling us as well that it's pretty good, and I'm curious. I do want to get into it. I downloaded it myself.
Yeah, dude, we gotta try it out. It's fun. It's not like, I don't want to say, the skill stealing can be high, but it's really fun because it's more like projectile fighting. So it's like, I guess in a sense, it's like you're all Farahs in a way.
Oh, okay.
In a way, but it's really fun. It's really fun. Other than that, the reason why I wasn't here last week, guys, my grandparents had their 60th anniversary. Long time being married, and we had a little lake house. Yeah, we had a lake house, and my family was there, and we had like right by the lake, a really big house. It was really fun, a lot of fun. It was nice too. We all got tested before we went, of course.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, and we had a great time, and we haven't seen each other since Christmas, but it was really fun. It's nice to get out of the house a little bit. I haven't been out. That's probably the only time I've been out like really this whole quarantine. So.
And it's not like you're going like out and about. You went from one house to another, just with
right, like that. Right, and the lake was like right there. We had our own private dock, and the lake was nice, man. It was awesome.
That sounds great.
But yeah, that's all I've been up to. How about you, Harold? What have you been doing?
Work? Yeah, real quick. Real quick. Shillfox apparently is also into Spellbreak. I'm seeing a lot of people on my Facebook feed, a lot of the local gaming scene community. They've been into Spellbreak as well. Asarai, who was on Game by last week, is going to stream it today, I think. So,
nice.
There's a movement for it, Derek. There's people grooving to Spellbreak.
I mean, it has potential to be really good. I'm like, for a first, like, coming out, starting game, it's really fun, in my opinion. It's really cool. It's awesome. So, yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Speaking of games that we shouldn't doubt, you know, and you're asking me what I've been up to, my good sir. We had a little bit of a taste of it yesterday. If you guys haven't heard yet, because we've been talking about it nonstop. We had a little Fall Guys tournament, a little quit stalling Fall Guys tournament yesterday, and it was so much fun. We had a lot of people from Quit Stalling involved. Not the whole crew, because again, scheduling kind of affects things. Juancho is actually ill right now, so that's why he's not on this show, and that's why he couldn't join us yesterday. Yeah, we had a little Fall Guys tournament, and that's a lot of what I've been playing in my spare time, because it's such a pick up and play type of game.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's so fun. I got my butt kicked. I got mobbed.
I can't wait for people to see the video. This is some footage from yesterday, and yeah, we had tons of fun with the Quit Stalling crew. Game by Geekcast, the Quit Stalling All Stars from every other thing we're working on joined us as well. It was a great time. It was such a good time, and like we talked about, Derek, off air as well, when everything was said and done, it's one of those games that doesn't require that much brain power, so that while you're playing with your friends, you can have a conversation.
Yeah, right. I agree. And
like we could be playing
that was the best thing, you know. It's a competition, but it was so fun, man. It was such a good time. And
I think the best thing for me yesterday was that everyone was into it. Everyone had the energy. Everyone was just super into, you know, playing Fall Guys. And in the end, I don't want to spoil the winner. We'll have to wait and see. You guys will have to wait and see.
Yeah, you have to wait and see.
Yeah, watch the video to find out who won. We had two separate championships, kind of like Grand Prix style. We had the show championship, the Geekcast versus Gamebite again versus the Quit Stalling All Stars, and we had the individual winner. So yeah, good times.
Yeah.
Super fun. Shillfox in the chat, Derek is asking where he can get one of these Fall Guys figures behind me. I actually 3D printed this. So if you know someone with a 3D printer, or if you have you can actually check on Facebook. People might be able to help you out. But yeah, I've been grinding away at Fall Guys with friends. I actually haven't even been grinding. It's just that fun. You get to pick up and play whenever you want. Yeah.
Right.
If you have a spare 20 minutes, just go in.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's just so easy to pick, and it's like the wait times aren't even that bad too. You know, it's pretty quick to get in games. Agreed.
And yeah, aside from that, it's just Marvel's Avengers 2. You know, like that's all I've been doing as well, is playing as Kamala Khan, going through the game, and it's been so good, Derek. I think so good. One thing I can say about Marvel's Avengers is the fact that we knew what we were getting into because of the beta, the open beta, and it still kind of surpassed my expectations for the game. It's still kind of gone beyond what I was expecting to get in this game. So yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Like A-Day was sick.
A-Day was dope.
A-Day was dope. Was what I wish we would get in real life. Little Avengers themed good time, giant props and you know, things you could win and do, like pick up Thor's hammer, like all that fan service, man. It's just so good. I know
there's so many, like, I feel like little Easter eggs too, like the shawarma hut, dude. Little nods, man. It's those little things that just get you. I love
Agreed.
that. I love that, man.
I agree with you. I want to take a quick pause here. I talked about this on stream. Black Widow looks like ScarJo in this frame, and at the same time, Thor looks like Triple H. Did you notice this in this big cutout?
He does, dude. He really does look like Triple H, dude. Like just with a more like just a little bit of like finer hair, I guess. You know?
Yes. Yes. Oh, there we go. Filthy Nice gave us their opinion on chat, so we'll read that out later when we get to the boys review. All right, we'll talk about that. Thank you, Filthy Nice. I can't wait to see. Yeah, I can't wait to see what you think about the show. I don't want to pre-blow my mind yet, but we will read that out later on.
Yes, sir.
So in terms of entertainment, Derek, for me it's been Fall Guys, Marvel's Avengers, and some Lucifer. All right, I picked up some Lucifer Morningstar.
Nice.
On, my rotation.
A little bit of Lucy.
Yeah, a little Lucy. It's been good. Have you seen Lucifer yourself? Have you been
watching?
So
I kind of watch. Chloe watches it, and I kind of watch like here and there when she's watching. Okay. I kind of like was caught up at the end of the last season where he's like in hell and. Oh no! Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you watched the new one already.
No, not yet.
Oh, okay. So yeah, the new one I've kind of been here and there watching. I usually will ask, "Oh, what's happening?" And she'll tell me, and I'm like, "Okay." And then she'll watch the next one. I'm like, "Tell me what happened." Okay, cool. So yeah, that's I kind of got like the basic summaries of each episode from Chloe, so it's kind of nice.
Okay, I feel like you'd like it if you have the time in the future. You know, maybe you pick it up. But yeah, the boys.
Yeah, dude, the boys.
The boys is kind of taking our attention, so
I know, right? I know.
Yeah. Just like Filthy Nice, you know, the boys is taking Filthy Nice's attention as well. Guys, let us know what you've been up to. All right, we're super curious.
Chat. Let us know, please.
What's
How's
new
your
to
day
watch?
been? What's been going on?
Yeah, what's new to watch? What's good to play? Like Show Fox has also been hooked on Spellbreak, like Derek has and Francis. So yeah, let us know. Okay, so for now, though, Derek, I think we gotta dive into the news so we can jump into the boys. So
let's do it.
Let's do it, brother. Here we go. It's time to talk about the news. Oh, BMO also into Fall Guys. Couple of crowns for BMO the other night, Derek.
Oh yeah.
I was playing with BMO. Pair of crowns to get the ball rolling.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
Let's get into it. It's time for the news.
Yes, I see. Good news, everyone.
And the news is brought to you by none other than Panels Comic Book Coffee Bar. That's right, people. Panels is live and ready to serve you with your fix of comic books. Derek, where can people at home find Panels Comic Book Coffee Bar?
You guys can find them at leagueofcomicgeeks.com. I'm going to be pasting the link for you guys on chat as well, so you guys can see that again. But for those listening to the audio, that is leagueofcomicgeeks.com. You just make your profile, guys. It's nice and easy. I've done it myself. It's really user-friendly. Just make sure you choose their store as your comic book store, and then they'll pull it for you and send them out as necessary. It's pretty nice, and it's kind of cool on the website as well. You can kind of get a breakdown of top picks of that week. Little summaries of maybe popular ones that have been coming out. It's really awesome, guys, and really easy. So definitely check that out, leagueofcomicgeeks.com, and make sure Panels Comic Book Coffee Bar is your store.
That's right. And, you know, if you ever get a chance to head on over to California, down at Oceanside, maybe make your way to 713 Mission Avenue and say hello to Lachelle, Aries, Tio, and the crew, and they'll be sure to hook you up with a nice cup of coffee and fresh
tell them
comics.
QS sent you.
Oh yeah, tell them the boys.
I like that new logo. Is that new logo they got?
It's like their new cover photo. It's pretty sick.
Like it. I know, it's dope.
Oh, so good. It's so good. I want me some Panels merch, Derek. I'm excited.
I know, man.
Yeah, it's been too long.
Wait. What about this though? A Panels panel.
Ooh.
Go crazy on them. Panels panel.
We've had it once before. You know, if you guys If you guys haven't seen it yet on our YouTube channel, it's up.
Oh yeah.
We had the panels folks over as well. Filthy Nice is asking, do they serve alcohol and do they allow Magic the Gathering? They do allow Magic the Gathering. I don't know if they do it at the moment because of COVID. You might want to check. You might want to message them on Facebook. It's facebook.com/panelscoffee. Alcohol, I think they've done in the past as well, but mostly coffee and comic books. They might mix the two if you message them. They're great people. Feel free to message them. They're super
really
nice.
Polite. They're really great guys.
Yeah, just ask. They're those kind of people. So yeah, Panels Comic Book Coffee Bar giving us the news today. And Derek, boy, do we have some news. Let's kick us off. We got some news with the wars. The Mandalorian, Derek, is coming back in less than 2 months. All right, October 30th on Disney Plus.
That is the day.
That is the day. The Mandalorian returns to our homes and our screens, and we should enjoy it, Derek, because when it comes out,
no, man,
it might be a while, right? Yeah. It might be a while till we get more Mandalorian. So October 30, people. This post was announced on the Star Wars social media, I think on Facebook and Twitter and all of that. Is that even a question, Derek? I'm sure you're excited.
Oh, I'm so excited, man. It's Mando's always been like every episode, man. I really enjoy it. It's just like it's so good. It's one of the few, Star Wars things that are out that I'm really excited about. Jon Favreau's done a great job amongst the other 5 directors as well, and I just can't wait. And I'm actually curious too to see how they managed to do this while COVID was around. I'm assuming they probably filmed most of it before, but it's really interesting to see. I'm just really excited to see where the story's gonna go, and I can't wait, man. I can't wait.
Yeah, supposedly we're getting Bo-Katan. Supposedly we're getting a little Ahsoka here and there with Rosario Dawson. So yeah. It's all coming next month, October 30th. I'm super excited, just in time for Halloweenies.
Right. Maybe the first episode's gonna be like a scary episode.
Oh, man, I would be so down for that. They teased us with that. Yeah, they teased us with a little suspense and suspense and action. So yeah, I'd be down for that. I'd be super down for that. In other news, Derek. Oh, actually, before we get to the other news, Filthy Nice is saying panel talking about what fine brews go with which origin story. They actually do that.
Ooh.
That's actually something they do. So
they do that.
Message them. They're great people. They will give you recommendations for what coffee will go with what.
Yeah, they have pretty cool coffee like flavors and names, and I believe they have pastries as well. That kind of.
Yes.
Oh man, it's awesome. They do a lot. They're great.
Oh, they're super great. Okay, Derek, one thing that's been released recently on we're talking about Disney Plus.
Yep.
Is the live action Mulan. Not the best reviews.
Yeah.
So far.
Sadly, not the best at all.
Not the best. And there's been calls for boycotts. That's something we're very aware of.
And we mentioned a couple weeks ago on the show that we weren't sure how good this traction would be with the $30 premiere access. Yeah, it's just kind of ridiculous for Mulan. Excuse me. I know we mentioned that if it was like Avengers, something that's been like had a long history of like franchising, just it's like a big movie. This is like the first Mulan. It's like $30. It's a lot. I mean,
and there's a lot of controversy surrounding it.
Yeah, I know that too, and I was more surprised than anything that they put it out with that much. And it's not better that the reviews are bad about them so far. You already had that negativity of the $30. If the movie was amazing, like a general opinion was that it was a good movie, people might buy it, but right now it's not looking good.
So if you guys are interested, it is out now, $30 on top of your existing Disney Plus subscription. That's all we kind of want to say about it, because we haven't seen it yet, so we don't really have an opinion on it yet.
December the free version comes out, so it just wait till December, guys.
Oh, okay. That's not far. That's actually not far.
It's not bad. But from what I've seen, December will be like the actual like release. So You can wait till then, which I'm sure you should. So, unless you really like are super into watching Mulan, then go ahead.
Yeah, because they have given out passes to some people to review the movie online, and again, that's where we're kind of getting our news from, where they're like, oh, it's not the best, and it's coming from people who were both super into the animated version and completely neutral, like people who haven't even seen it. So it's kind of sort of universal, but again, what we like to do is we like to watch things ourselves and give our own opinion. So that might be something you're into as well. Yeah. Filthiness is saying they're disgusted with everything Disney at the moment. It's kind of not the worst. It's kind of not the most unpopular opinion. A lot of people are.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, and it is $30 on top of your subscription. It's
but don't forget you got to subscribe monthly. It's like God. It's like really.
And we did go into a discussion about that on how that might be the future of movies without theaters, because some of these movies have bigger budgets, and to sustain those bigger budgets, they need to do something like this. But again, Mulan isn't the best example to go with right now.
Not a good starting movie.
Yeah, not a good start. Yeah. In a more lighthearted bit of news, Derek, let's jump again to something very brief. There's apparently more DC FanDome coming in a couple of days, in a week. This is for Explore the Multiverse. And it looks like we're getting a lot of cameos from not just people like Jim Lee, who are behind DC Comics and the whole overarching DC multiverse, meaning comics and the EU and all of that. We're getting things like fan art and panels with other people involved in the shows and behind the scenes stuff. So what we thought was just a 24-hour thing apparently might be a series of 24-hour things. How do you feel about this, Derek?
I'm excited, man. DC FanDome did really well. It was better. I believe we all agreed, me and Juancho thought that it was better than Comic-Con's. So I was really impressed with how they handled it. The releases that they showed, a lot of good big surprises, which is what you would expect from Comic-Con, but we didn't get a whole lot of that. But this is awesome. I would love to see more of it. I can't imagine what more surprises they have in store for us. DC's on a roll right now. They got to keep this momentum going, man. They got to keep it up.
I agree, actually, and you're right. You said the word momentum. That's kind of a key phrase. That might be what they're trying to do is keep themselves in the top of mind of a lot of people, and instead of maybe blowing everything in a 24-hour span that people can't really keep up with, they're doing it over time, over a set of days. And again, breaking new ground. I think DC is on top of this.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job, and I hope there's more like secret trailers, or maybe they'll shove something in there. Jesus.
Oh, for sure.
That'd be cool.
And they're, like we said, they're setting the bar high because D23 is still gonna need to happen.
Yeah.
Other properties still need to release their stuff, and they're kind of setting the bar high. They're telling people this is what you should expect from these home conventions, and I'm excited. All right. Very brief jump into Netflix now, Derek. Are you a fan of the Jurassics?
Am I a fan? I love Jurassics.
Well, since we're talking about Netflix and the Jurassics and streaming, there's gonna be a new Jurassic World series, and this looks like it's gonna be aimed towards the younger demographic. This is called Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous, and it's an animated series from what we're getting and what the trailer talks about and overall shows us. And we're returning back to the island and the park itself. I kind of wish this was like a live action TV series, but I get budget isn't the most. It's not the most affordable thing right now. But man, this is kind of what we were asking for before. Stay in the park a little longer, and if it has to be through an animated series, maybe this is sort of a prequel to Jurassic World. I'm kind of curious. I'm kind of down.
Yeah,
for
I'm
this.
curious how it's gonna play into the timeline of all the Jurassic Park movies out right now, for sure. Yeah, I'm with you though, because the Indominus is there. I remember seeing that. So it's I'm interested to see like where, I mean, the Indominus that we saw it technically made and ended.
Yeah.
So I was interesting. I saw that. I was like, I'm wondering if this is like a side story or what's going to happen. I was more actually surprised that they made this. I'm confused also because I'm wondering, they're kind of putting money into this. It makes me wonder what other Jurassic Park stuff is like. What they're trying to push, like Universal. Or, you know what I mean? It's just it's interesting. It's interesting.
Yeah, because if you're gonna put your eggs in a franchise basket, the dinosaur universe that sort of started it all wouldn't be the worst place. The Jurassic Park franchise wouldn't be the worst place.
Right.
So yeah, it looks great, and especially for some kids who maybe weren't around the time, weren't old enough around the time of Jurassic World or maybe even Jurassic Park, this would be a good introduction for them to get into that as they grow up.
Yeah, definitely. The show definitely does seem aimed towards children too, which is nice. Get the youngins into the classics,
And then if it happens to have those adult tones like Avatar: The Last Airbender that just keep us engaged, like the Dragon Prince,
Yep.
I'm down. I'm super down. Filthy Nice in the chat says, did y'all hear that Black Panther is free on Comixology? Yeah, we were actually going to talk about this later on, but we might as well bring it up now. Thank you, Filthy Nice. Black Panther, or a lot of Black Panther comics are free on Comixology right now. So if you guys have a subscription to Comixology, or if you have the Comixology app, then check it out. If you want to get your Wakanda and T'Challa fix, check it out all on Comixology, out now, and it's all free. A lot of it is free, so check it out. Yeah. Good gateway if the movies aren't enough for you. Filthy Nice says, my 5-year-old nephew has watched the Jurassic Park movies more times in 1 year than I've gone to the theater throughout my life. That's awesome. That's super awesome. Cool. Yeah. Dinosaurs, man. Dinosaurs.
I know. I mean, I like the Jurassic Park movies, so I have nothing bad to say about them. A lot of people didn't enjoy them that much, but I thought you obviously go for the dinosaurs, right? Mm-hmm. Go for the dinosaurs, stay for the drama, I guess.
Too many humans.
Yeah. This is kind of like Transformers. We always go to see the robots, but the writing's just meh.
Yeah. Especially the second one. But you know what? We digress.
Yeah.
Let's get back to the news, Derek, because Star Trek in recent years has had a bit of a resurgence. We know that Nickelodeon is working on a children's themed show. We know that Lower Decks is out on CBS All Access, and we're still getting 3 more movies from Paramount as well. And Discovery's still going. Picard is still going. There's a lot happening for Star Trek these days, and we're getting Star Trek Day.
Yes,
Gary.
sir.
Tell us more about the deets on the day itself.
Yes. So Star Trek Day, guys, it's on September 8th. If I'm not mistaken, that's the day it released, in the first years and maybe decades ago.
1966.
So, yeah, 1966, a long time ago, guys. So Shout Factory TV is actually going to be hosting a whole marathon of documentaries, docuseries about Star Trek on this date at about 9 a.m. Pacific time. Pretty early. But and it's over at their website, which is shoutfactorytv.com. And it's pretty cool because you can enjoy different amounts of things. William Shatner is going to be hosting some of them, or most of them, if not all.
What?
Yeah, right. And you got the other 2 directors too, Ira Beer, if I'm butchering that, I apologize, and David Zapone. So they'll be there as well. But yeah, it looks exciting, man, to see the Shat Man come back, and kind of see him in action. I haven't seen him in a while, in things other than there's some commercials he's been in for, I forget the actual ad, but he's been in some. But it's kind of cool to see him again. It's gonna be interesting.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it's because I heard about this recently on a different podcast, the Scrubs Rewatch podcast, with Donald Faison and Zach Braff. Donald Faison has actually hung out with William Shatner outside of shooting films and stuff, and he talks about it. He says he loves that the fans have been so engaged and have kept Star Trek going this long, but for him it was an acting gig, and he's kind of moved past it in a lot of ways, but he still enjoys the fact that the fans are into it. So I think he's going at it from an actor's perspective, less than a fan. So it makes sense.
Yeah, my dad's probably gonna be all over that.
Oh, sorry, Derek, what was that?
Oh no, I was saying my dad's probably gonna be all over the. My dad's a big Trekkie, so I'm the Star Wars kid. He's the Trekkie, so he's probably. I'm gonna mention to somebody probably. Oh, I know. Come on, Derek. Wait, that's old news.
I knew about this last week. All right.
Yeah.
Come on. Keep up, son. Francis is in the chat, Derek. Kyosu, buddy.
Yo, Francis, what's up, man?
And he's saying he too has taken notice of the fresh cuts. Yes, sir. Sporting this fresh cut.
Nice and sharp.
Nice and tight. Just
looking handsome, my man.
Oh, you embarrassing me, sensei.
Looking good.
This is a freshly. Thank you, Francis. But aside from Star Trek Day being a thing and Shatner hosting some panels, there is, like we flashed on screen, going to be a marathon for all the series, including the telenovela of Star Trek's Star Trek Enterprise. Yep, it's been a long day. That's going to be there as well. And there was a little bit of news that broke this week because Star Trek is getting their first non-binary and transgender characters as well for Star Trek Discovery, which is pretty huge in terms of...
Awesome.
Yeah, we talked about this on Game Bite this week as well. In terms of representation, because representation these days has become important for not just our generation, but the generations to come. It's kind of a big deal, and I like this. I hope they are whole characters. I hope they're not just side characters that they're just they're just the non-binary person, or they're the transgender person, and that's who they are. I hope they actually are fully fleshed out and have great personalities that people can relate to, or just be whole. I don't want them to be just the token non-binary character.
I know what you mean.
So this is great. Star Trek has always been at the forefront of representation, like with Uhura being one of the first leading black female actresses on TV. So I'm glad they're continuing this. I'm glad they're
that's awesome
going forward. Yeah, super great. Again, Star Trek Day, 24-hour virtual event, just like DC FanDome, September 8th.
September 8th. Yes, be there, boys.
Be there, them boys. All right, Derek. In our last two bits of news, I want to go back to DC real quick, super quick. All right, I hope you don't mind.
No, let's do it.
Because we mentioned this, I think, super quickly last time. I just want to bring it up again, and I want to get your thoughts on this because Ben Affleck, alongside another Batman, is going to be showing up in the Flash movie. Apparently, he's returning to play Batman again for the Flashpoint movie in 2022. And I want to get your thoughts on the return of Ben Affleck.
You know what? A lot of people didn't like Batfleck. I love Batfleck. I'm really happy to see him back, man. I feel like he had it perfect. He had the look, he had the voice, he had the body, but like the writing just kind of didn't work out, But I'm happy to have him back, and I'm hoping he can be redeemed a little bit in this movie. Hopefully, I'm not sure the director is Zack Snyder directing the Flash.
No. Who is directing the Flash movie?
Regardless, I hope they take notes and just ease into it, and please just give my man another chance. I like Ben Affleck as an actor in general. He's a great guy. Great movies he's been in. So it kind of sucks to see that Batman was the kind of like that last Batman. A lot of people, and we've all seen it. And if you haven't, he took it hard. You could tell in the
very
interviews
hard.
he's thinking hard that a lot of people didn't really like the movie and his writing too much. So I'm excited,
so this
but I'm happy to see him.
So this is the director, Derek Andy Muschietti, or Muschietti, and he's going to be directing the Flashpoint movie. Again, it's going to feature Michael Keaton as well as Ben Affleck, both as Batman. Yeah, you and I agreed with Juancho on this. Ben Affleck grew on us as the Batman. Me and Juancho mentioned this last week as well. So seeing him feeling confident again to step back into the role after being dejected and kind of refusing to return kind of spells some good news for the DCEU there. I'm not gonna preempt anything, but if he's confident enough to go back, all right, then there's hope yet.
Right.
There's hope yet.
There's hope.
Right?
There's hope.
Because in a world where Marvel is dominating cinema and box office hits left and right coming out of that studio, there's room for competition, and us as geeks and fans of everything good, that's only good news for us. The fact that Ben Affleck is confident enough to return. Right. So let's see. Filthy Nice again. Sorry. Saying, Uhura was the first reoccurring black female actor to kiss a white male character on the lips. So that's a fun fact. That's a fun fact. Francis says, I like Ben Affleck too, especially in Pearl Harbor. Problem is he trailed from a really good Batman since since Bale Man wore it before him as well. Yeah.
True.
It's hard to follow up the script
that's true.
that Christian Bale was privy to as a Batman as well. So yeah,
it's the same idea. Like, how do you follow not Christian, but how do you follow Heath Ledger? You know, that's tough.
As Joker,
you know?
yeah.
I mean, the Joker in Suicide Squad was fine. He did fine, but it's just, he's gonna be compared to Heath Ledger. It's just not a question. Yeah. And it's tough.
That's a great point.
Yeah, but yeah, they both did good. Nonetheless.
Yeah,
I'm excited though. That's really great news.
Agreed. And yeah, Francis was with another similar comparison to you, Derek. Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. Who's gonna follow him? It's gonna be. They're gonna have kind of a tough time.
Dude. Yeah, I know. I think there were talks about I forget the actor's name, but the guy from Kingsman, right, was supposed to be like, that was a rumor, I believe. I don't know. I'm pretty sure the big rumor, but it was like the main guy from Kingsman. He was like, there's a lot of rumors being spread that he was supposed to be like the next in line, but we'll see. Yeah. I mean, Hugh Jackman, Egerton, can just come back, dude. It's fine. Yeah. We won't be mad. I wouldn't be mad. I would love it.
I would not be mad either. Yeah, Taron Egerton from who played Eggsy.
Thank you. There you go.
All right. So aside from that, Derek, one last piece of news. Filthy Nice says 27 years later, Doom and Doom 2 get widescreen support. That is pretty big news. that is pretty big news.
That's great news.
It's about time. Derek, you want to mask up a little bit these days, don't you?
Yes. So speaking of staying safe out there, guys, and masking up, if you're a fan of Disney, you might like this. Disney is selling new face masks, and these are based on their attractions at Disneyland. They only got like 4 of them so far, so if you can kind of see the picture there, if you're a little confused, that top left one, the purple one, that's the Haunted Mansion, and you got like the wallpaper. It's pretty sick. And the one on the right, kind of confused me because the one on the right is supposed to be Space Mountain, but if I'm not mistaken, I think Space Mountain got changed to like more Star Wars stuff, but I could be wrong. They could have like changed it when Star Wars World opened up, so I don't know. I don't know. But the hello is from It's a Small World, and the bottom right's the Tiki Room. Man, I love it. Have you been to Disneyland in Cali or Florida, Harold?
No, I've only been to Tokyo Disneyland.
Did they have a Tiki Room there? Man, dude, that's the Tiki. It's literally like a shack, like a Bahai Kubo. And it's just like yeah. And there's parrots, they're animatronic, and they just sing, and it's like it's pretty like childish, but it's kind of like, you're in there, you're like, okay, in the Tiki Room, okay, you gotta get a little jive in there. It's pretty cool.
When you're with friends and family, you can enjoy anything.
Dude,
you can enjoy anything.
I mean, I know for people that live in Cali, it might be on that different level, but man, for me, I'm one of those people that I really feel that Disneyland it's just something magical about the place, man. I love Disneyland. If I could, I'd
bring
live
in
there.
the big bucks.
That might be the dream. Maybe one day I'll like live there. That'd be kind of sick. But yeah,
Every
anyways.
birthday. Yeah, man.
Right? There you go. Right? That'd be so sick. But yeah, guys, if you are fans of like kind of spotting those like homemade face masks and you like Disney, you can try these out. They're not too expensive. If I'm not mistaken, they're like 20 and under, I believe.
You say 2000?
No, 20 and under. Sorry.
Oh, I was like, what? Oh man. Okay.
$20,000.
$20,000. Okay. And Francis in the chat mentioned a nice little detail as well that was brought up this week. Keanu went and talked about how he actually kind of wanted to play Wolverine back in the day. And he says it's all right, though. He's made peace with it because the shoes were, as Francis put it, were filled well. Because, Hugh Jackman. Yeah, Hugh Jackman.
Dude, he's,
right.
He might have been, I don't know the dates, but it's probably been a good 10 years he's been Wolverine, I would say. Ending with Logan and from the start, I would want to say it's about, because Captain America, or Steve, I almost say Captain America and Steve Rogers, Chris Evans, I believe has been in the role for about 10 years, and Wolverine was out before that. Well, Hugh Jackman was in the X-Men before the Captain America movie, and Logan was kind of somewhere near the end, so he's been Wolverine for a long time, guys. So we got to give it to him too. He's man, I watched the old X-Men a couple months ago. Man, he looks different. Like, you think, you follow Hugh Jackman, you follow all these superheroes and the actors, like, man, they've always looked like that. But you go back and you're like, damn, they like look really different.
They looked a lot younger back then.
Yeah, right?
Well, with that being said, Derek, I think... Francis says he can now play Joel for a Last of Us movie.
Ooh. I like that idea.
I do too. Okay. With that being said, Derek, I think it's time to talk about some superheroes with ego problems. Some franchise pharmaceutical companies with, god complexes. Let's do it.
We bought to talk about it.
We bought to talk. You've been holding on to that, haven't you?
Yeah, I have been holding on to that. I've been waiting for that. I was actually going to do that line they always repeat in the show. What did you say? Oh, that's bollocks. That's what he said. Yeah, it said something, but that was funny. The little comic satire they made of that scene. I was so
yeah.
Like, you tweet little canary. I'm gonna bollocks you or something like that. It's so funny.
That reenactment was so funny.
Dude, I know, it's hilarious.
Well, let's talk about it right now, Derek. Ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in because we're gonna do a little bit of a throwback. We're gonna start doing episode recaps again, and this time we're talking about The Boys. Let's go.
Ooh, baby. The Boys.
Wait, I didn't hear it. Why is my soundboard so soft?
Them boys.
Wait, one second. We gotta do it properly. Here we go.
Yeah, it's gotta be official.
Here we go. Episode recap. There we go.
Woo!
It's time for episode recap, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about that's a little louder, but it's all good. We're talking about The Boys. Season 2 is upon us, and for those of you who weren't aware yet, you can watch the first 3 episodes of season 2 on Amazon Prime. It's an Amazon original, Derek, because where else would you watch it? So head on over to Amazon if you have a subscription and check out season 2 of The Boys. Bing! And I don't know where to start, Derek. How about the very start, where
let's do it.
It took forever. I'm sorry. I'm gonna kick things off with. It took forever for us to get to finding out where Billy Butcher's been. It took all 3 episodes to find out where he's been.
I know. Like, where is he at?
it was okay. Did you Did you feel the same way?
Yeah, no, I was me too. I thought at the beginning, I actually thought it was gonna pick up from where it ended, but it did not. So it kind of picks up. It's been like, I don't know if it's been weeks or days, but it's been some time. And they're, you kind of start off, you see Huey and they have a new hideout. It's like, seems like a cartel type thing going on, or yeah. And then, oh man, the first episode was a little draggy, but it picks up. It picks up. Would you agree?
It picks up. I agree, but it does really take the first 3 episodes to kind of get back up to speed. Like it starts off kind of like we're buying time for you to keep watching, but it's good. In the end, it sort of pays off. We get 3 episodes off the bat, and then from here on out, we'll get 1 episode per week. Is that right, Derek?
Yes, that's correct. So unfortunately, you don't get the whole batch, which is, I guess it's good anticipation purposes and like, attention grabbing. You're like, man, I just want to know. I just want to know what's gonna happen next.
And probably even better subscription wise,
Yeah. Good on you, Amazon. Good on you, lad.
Because they probably learned from last year where people watched it, they binge watched it, and then they canceled their sub. So now they're gonna play it a little closer to their chest.
Playing it smart,
Yeah, they're gonna slow drip it to us. They're gonna drip feed it to us. So okay, but let's talk about the show itself.
Yes.
Starting from the first episode, or actually, let's start from the first episode. That's the main thing I can say is it was kind of draggy. I really was expecting us to get right into it, find out what happened to Butcher, but that's not what we got. We find out that Huey and the gang, like you mentioned, have been hiding out. He's still in touch with Starlight, and it's sort of from the first 2 episodes, it sort of feels like Vought's just right back into business.
Right. Yeah. And the new was Stormfront introduced in 1, or is that 2?
I think that was in episode 2. We can talk about Stormfront now. We're doing all 3 episodes anyway.
I like how they introduced her. That was draggy. But one thing I did notice though, they changed the actor for the kid, for Homelander's and Becca's kid. Because
did they?
I watched the trailer back and it's a different actor. So the kid did great though. I love the kid. The kid was a great actor. But you have Homelander trying to play daddy. Side note, I actually think Homelander should be Mother's Milk.
Wait, what?
I think that's, I think they got the names mixed up. I think Mother's Milk should be Homelander, right? Dude, he got some weird fetish with milk, Mother's Milk, dude. I don't know.
Specifically, what's her name's Milk? His handler. Oh my gosh.
And it's like, did they mess that up? Like, if you think about it, Mother's Milk wants to be home all the time with his family, so he's like Homelander, It's like, I don't know. I'm just pointing it out, which is kind of weird. It's like, dude, when I saw that, I was just like, oh god, that's nasty, dude.
So for those of you who have seen, let's wait again. This is a spoiler alert. Here we go.
Holy spoiler alert!
All right. For those of you who've seen the show as well, again, if you haven't yet, turn back now. Homelander finds a bottle of Madeline Stillwell's milk for her child in her freezer, in her mini fridge, at her office, because again, since she has been killed by Homelander, her stuff's getting moved out, and her former assistant, who's the PR manager for the Seven, is moving in, and Stillwell's milk was still there in the freezer, frozen, and Homelander discovers it and heats it up
a little bit,
with his heat vision. Boy, was that disturbing. Like
I actually want someone to say to him, like, one episode, hey, you don't need to cry over spilled milk. Because he might, right? It's like, I feel like he's so, like, intimate with it. It's just like, But you know what? That raises the question. Going back to Madam Stillwell, did it concern you? We're not really concerned. It more raised questions in my head. The fact that he left Butcher alive, that was weird to me.
Yes.
That made no sense. There's something going on. Like, especially who Homelander is. He doesn't give a damn about anything, dude. Yeah, and it's like, but he chose to keep him alive, you know? Weird.
I feel like it's all mind games. I feel like he knows he kind of wants to torture Butcher a little bit before he ends things.
That's true.
He's that
like imagine if she accepts Homelander back into the home, how oh man, Butcher would lose it.
You would lose it.
But you're right. So it's like,
he's because Homelander's just that sadistic. He's just that kind of dude, you know. So, I do want to talk a little bit more about Homelander and his kid, But we'll get to that. The next thing I want to talk about, Derek, is the dynamic between Homelander and Stormfront.
Yes.
Because Stormfront comes charging in. You mentioned how they introduced her. She comes charging in, rebel without a cause. She doesn't like what Vought is, but she knows who she is. She knows how powerful she is and what kind of an asset she is. But so she's not afraid to speak her mind. Yeah. And at the same time,
she was like the Starlight that's both meant to be Starlight, right?
Yeah. Yeah. But at the same time, we find out later on in the third episode that she's like Homelander without the BS. She's not afraid to get her hands dirty and get civilians out of the way by any means necessary.
Dude, that surprised me a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought I really appreciated her for a long time. I was like, man, she's very like, I like how she speaks her mind, but then when she started just killing off randos, I was like, okay, that's a little too much there,
Yeah,
she kind of has like a bloodthirst.
Yes. Yeah. She's very, very unafraid to collect collateral damage.
Yeah.
And I'm not exaggerating the collect part. She kind of goes off. She pops off. And
she does.
I think what the most disturbing part for me about Stormfront was she's racist. She calls Kimiko's brother a yellow bee. Yeah,
I know.
She calls a yellow bastard. And I was like, what?
Know. I was like, damn.
Which I think is part of what makes the boys, right? They're putting these heroes on a pedestal and showing us their flaws outright. Yeah. Like the Deep. Oh my gosh, the Deep is messed up, and he's mixed up with a cult now.
He's in too deep.
Oh my word,
dude! I don't know the actor, but I knew the voice like when he had like the trip, and like it's that actor. He's so renowned as a comedian, but I knew right away when the guilds are talking to him, man. It's funny. You kind of feel bad for him. You starting to like, he has one of those characters at the beginning, like, man, screw that guy, and now you're kind of like, okay, maybe he's kind of deserved it already. It's kind of like maybe he should come back. He's trying, man. He's just trying to be somebody. He just keeps getting screwed over, man.
Like he's still kind of trying to find who he is,
right? Homelander just rubs it in. He literally like accepted himself, and he's like, Homelander's like, cough that up, man. That's disgusting. I was like, damn. Yeah. That's rude.
Like he's starting to discover who he is, and oh, I think it's Patton Oswalt.
It is Patton Oswalt. That's who it is. I could not figure out the actor's name. Thank you, Harold. My God, it is Patton Oswalt.
Oh yeah, little Google here.
I'm for like the Deep maybe eventually joining the boys.
Oh, you think that's on the cards?
I think it'd be kind of cool. Like I feel like a lot of the heroes are losing respect for Homelander. Like the only hero we haven't really seen anything about is Nor. Right?
Black
He's
Noir?
kind of just there.
Okay. He is, and you know what? I wanted to point this out. We're actually seeing more of who he is in this season.
Like, yeah, man.
I love this little first of all, the first time we see Black Noir this season is he cuts off the head of the Middle Eastern supervillain guy. Right?
Yeah. Burn in truth.
And yeah, burn in truth. And he survives that big fiery blast with a couple of burns, minor burns. So Black Noir is not to be effed with, is what we're initially thinking. We actually see more of his character.
Right.
I noticed, one, of course, he played with the bunny after killing, what I forgot his name
Which
already.
seems to be maybe his dad, maybe?
Like, he plays with the bunny for the son of the super terrorist guy.
Super terrorist, yeah.
Yeah. And so that's the first little thing, right? And then I noticed that he cries a little bit during
he finds out.
During the news of the Compound V breaking, and we hear
he's like rocking
the reporter
and crying. I was like, oh no.
Yeah. And then we hear the reporter sort of saying, like, these superheroes as children were forced Compound V onto them, had Compound V forced onto them. Some of these parents were paid off, and you start seeing him like rocking back and forth and crying. There's more to Black Noir than
it's
they're making us.
It's sad, but it's also so funny because you don't ever see him, you know, his expression. So it's kind of like, it's hilarious, but it's also like, man, I feel bad for him, you know. It's like one of those things.
He's definitely a much more complex character than we're being led on with here. ISPlay Productions saying Herald Pog, hey ISPlay. How you guys doing?
What's up?
Love you too. You too. Have you guys checked out The Boys? Have you guys checked out The Boys yet? Oh, look at that. Gang signs for love. And then a little bit after, we'll talk about the whale scene in a second, but a little bit after that, we see Black Noir kind of like feel empathy, a little sympathy for the whale.
Yeah.
You see him like hold his chest and kind of like stop for a second.
I know.
I want to see more Black Noir.
He's like a sweetheart deep down, but also a cold-blooded killer. He's like the opposite of Batman. Yeah, he's just like not really stern, but more like sensitive. It doesn't really say a lot, but you know.
Yeah. He gets the job done as well, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about the whale scene.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whale.
Because this was one of the first things we saw for this season, because Amazon released a 1 minute 30 clip with the Deep and the boys, and you know, just jamming into the whale.
Yeah.
It was a cooler scene than I thought, with all the context after seeing it, you know, and more footage. You know, they kind of stretched that out a little longer.
Right.
But it was kind of more messed up than we thought too, because they show Huey inside. They show everyone inside the whale. The guts kind of there. The heart still beating.
Yeah. He's like, no, I'm good right here. I'm gonna stay here. We all felt him there. Like, yeah, dude, I'd be like, man, this is just, what the hell? I'm inside a whale.
It is so messed up, dude. It's so messed up. Okay. We see the Deep again in this scene, and we talked about how kind of complicated his relationship is with the Seven, and even with his self. He's still very unsure of his place in this world, and I think that's like you've kind of alluded to. I think that's gonna play out throughout the season. We're gonna see the development of the Deep, whether he goes full on religious, culty, or if he kind of comes to his senses and maybe joins the boys, or if he continues to pine after his place in the Seven.
Yeah. I liked his little rehab process too. He tried to go through. That was pretty cool. And for a little the more you know, the church girl was actually from Friends. She's the Ross's girlfriend's girlfriend. I forget her name, but I recognized her right away. I'm like, Susan. I'm like,
Susan.
who is that?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's Susan. But she's so old now. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But I love that. I wanted to see more of the Eagle. I love bow and arrow characters, so I was hoping to see a little action. You know, he kind of hints like, you know, I don't really miss. man, I want to see this guy. Maybe he'll make a cameo later in the season. But yeah, man, I'm pumped to see more of the Deep and see like his progression. You know, back to I liked how he apologized to Starlight. He's like, I'm gonna do whatever it takes, you know, to make you forgive me and stuff. I'm like, all right, at least he's manning up about it, you know.
Well, yeah, actually, he's not doubling down. He's trying to find.
And he said
little
to the
penance.
public last season, right? You're right.
Yeah.
So
you mentioned the Eagle. I love how tongue-in-cheek he is for Hawkeye because he literally says, "I didn't miss, but you only have so many arrows in a quiver."
Yeah.
It's legitimately the argument everyone makes on why Hawkeye is a terrible hero.
Right.
Because you're gonna run out of arrows, and it's so funny. Like, this, yeah, they just flat out say it, and this, oh my gosh, there's something charming about the Eagle too. I gotta say it. Like,
yeah,
I know he's part of a cult, but he's kind of a good guy.
Yeah, he's like a good guy, you know. He's wants to help people, you know.
Yeah.
I like that. So I hope that they kind of showcase him more. Another thing that I got like really hooked on was the funeral for Translucent, man. I don't know if it's just me, if I'm a jerk, but I thought it was the funniest thing ever, dude. Like
it was
like the pictures and like the dad holding up him as a child. It's just like a baby outfit. I was like,
every single photo of Translucent, whether he was a baby or a teenager or something recent, it's just clothes floating. It's an empty crib or just. It's hilarious the play on that. Like it's really dark humor though because it's happening during a funeral.
I know it's and you would think they would have, right? Like obviously we know as a child they were taken away. You've got to have at least a couple of pictures before that happened, you know? No, let's just show all invisible. The casket, dude. He's not even in there. He's like in pieces, right? But everybody, oh man, he's in that coffin. I know it. They just thought it was the funniest thing ever, dude. I was like, man, oh, no, man, good writing. I like that part.
Yeah.
That stuff like that. It's awesome. I love it.
And then we see Starlight make her first appearance of the season. In that scene, she belts out a pop power ballad for Translucent. It's okay. So it does take a while for the show to pick up, but they give us some meat in between, right? They give us something to think about in between, like how, of course, superhero death in this world would be handled. Again, it's just another PR stunt for Homelander and for the Seven, and how they play off that, oh, he was in a secret mission and a cartel boss got to him, and oh, A-Train's also on a secret mission, and Black Noir is on an undercover mission as well. This is how if corporations controlled superheroes, this is how it would go. I'm not gonna 100% agree with what
modern day stuff for sure.
Yeah,
I totally agree, man. It's like that everyone power would just, and it's easy to say that because sadly a lot of people with power in today's world just abuse it, you know, and they're not even they're not superheroes. Just imagine if they were superheroes, you definitely bet there would be something like this, you know. It's all about the money, and it's kind of like a real, if you think about it, it's a metaphor to look at. It's really it's there, and they play it well. But that's why I kind of liked Stormfront at the beginning, but now she's kind of like, I don't know, they seem to be a little power dilemma, I feel like now, you know, with her.
Let's
and
talk about
Homelander,
that.
So yeah,
let's talk about that. So there is a little bit of a tenuous relationship all of a sudden with this newbie Stormfront and Homelander, who she calls Grandpa, who's been the leader for the Seven for as long as we know. He was probably he was part of the founding members, and as we've seen, he's a little older than a lot of the current day superheroes. He's older than A-Train. He's probably a little older than Maeve as well. And Stormfront kind of has this edge to her, this modern edge that you got to get with the times kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
So we're kind of getting this writing, this sense of feeling that, okay, is she looking to usurp the leadership role from Homelander? Does she have her own agenda, as rebellious as she looks?
And see, this is my thing. They didn't really delve into this too much. Now I know, like, translucent skin, for example, was very like unique, right? Not a lot of things can pierce it. You have Stormfront kind of tell Starlight, like, what are you afraid of? You're bulletproof, you know? So I'm kind of wondering, like, does Stormfront know that, like, she could take Homelander? That's my thing. It's like, I feel like deep down she's doing this because she knows. Maeve is scared because she knows, you know, like, he could do stuff to her. But, like, I wonder if, like, the skin might be different per hero. I'm not sure. So, I mean, speaking of skins, the amputee guy, so you got that thing. You got Deadpool
Gecko?
Wolverine guy there. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. So it kind of raises that question, like, is she like flexing on him, like kind of knowing, hey, I can take you, dude. So and I love at the end, she's just like clapping in his face, like, yeah, I'm in the spotlight now, Grandpa. Like, kind of like, I was like, damn, that was fierce, dude.
Yeah.
So maybe showdown soon, maybe.
and you know, no matter which way it goes, it's really going to change the tone for superheroes, because not only is Compound V out in the world now, you're getting this little internal power struggle between these heroes. And at the same time, we're getting more revelations of, Compound V is out there. Different countries are trying to make their own heroes as well. And we don't know where this is going to take us, especially as you and I have not read the Boys comics yet.
Yeah. I've
little on purpose, because we want to see this with fresh eyes.
Right. No, exactly. I agree.
So I'm really curious where this is going. We're also getting breadcrumbs from that CIA head lady. She mentioned, an old.
We didn't talk about the terrorist too much. The brother, Kimiko's brother, too much. We
can talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I think his potential to be the strongest right now that we've seen. I don't know, man. If he's able to hold Homelander and push him down, I don't know, it's pretty unique, but, like, unfortunately he's not, you know, there anymore to kind of, like, support that theory. But I was like, dude, when I was watching, like, man, this guy is like, I was like, this guy is, like, probably the strongest. I'm like, okay, well, that went out the window quick, so he's good. He's gone.
And that's probably why they took him out, right? That's probably why, in terms of the writing, they had to remove him, because
controversial.
He has a lot of potential. He had a lot of potential.
Yeah.
And Stormfront kind of did it quick and dirty. Like, in order to prevent a big threat, she took him out. You know, she didn't want him to gain any momentum, because she knows how powerful he is. And right now he's kind of a wounded animal. He doesn't know what he's doing. She sensed that, and she took him out while she could.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you feel like it might be a setup for Kimiko and Stormfront in the end to fight?
Heck
maybe?
Yes.
Yeah.
Heck yes.
That'd be kind of cool to see, you know, like a comeback, because she definitely got whooped. Good thing she hid, you know. I actually thought she was gonna charge in after she saw that, but she was smart. I was like, no, I gotta stay back a little bit.
And you see
good job,
you
Kimiko.
see the face. Yeah, you see the face of Kimiko as we see Stormfront on TV. She's angry.
Yeah. Right? Oh yeah, she's pissed.
I feel like there's gonna be a payoff there. Going back real quick, Derek. We talked to that CIA lady, or whoever, the older one. And she laid a little breadcrumb for that old heroine, Liberty. She asked Butcher, like, did you hear anything about this old hero, Liberty? And he says no. So I feel like that's going somewhere as well.
Yeah, that's gonna be someone for sure. I thought the same thing.
Yeah. And while we're on the Boys, while we're on the team looking to take down these super C's, as Billy Butcher would say, they're kind of imploding a little bit. Yeah. You know, Butcher doesn't seem to have as tight a grasp as he thought of the dynamic between everyone. You know, Huey's starting to doubt him, but at the same time, we see Butcher still being a bit of a father-like figure. You know, he's still trying to guide him. He's not leaving him. despite the tenseness, despite the decisions in between. So I want to see where this goes, because do they know if they can trust Butcher? Because he's not really being that forthright with them. He never seems to have been. Will this change how Butcher handles things and kind of lead a little more like Huey wants him to, with more disclosure to everyone? I think Kimiko doesn't trust him because
she heard him probably say that thing. I'll take care of her.
Yeah, and he was willing to shoot the brother.
Yeah, I know.
So there's stuff there.
I agree. It's like, I feel like the boys, they definitely fit the dysfunctional family. Like that's like them right there. They, dude, like even it's nice because you have telling Butcher, like, dude, your canary, he's losing it, man. You need to fix it, like now. And he's like, all right. He kind of saw. He's like, man, all right. He came back for him, So now it's nice to see that, like, despite all this, kind of own agendas they have going on within their group, they kind of still, in the end, you can tell they still have a love for each other that's unexplainable, So that's it's pretty cool. And
Mother's Milk really grounds Butcher, right? Mother's Milk is really kind of like the conscience for Butcher, and you wouldn't expect that.
Yeah, exactly. And I like that part, when the part where Butcher was like, let's go, leave Huey, and they stood by Huey, Yeah. And it's like a sign that Butcher, you got to, okay, well, obviously there's, I'm doing something wrong. And I agree. There's a lot of things, me personally, I didn't agree that Butcher did, but I get it. He's really mindset on Becca. Like, that's he's tunnel vision on her. Like, he doesn't care what he has to do, so he's willing to do anything to do it. And I get it, but he's done some things that he's kind of like, oh, Butcher, really, dude? Come on.
Yeah, I'm kind of in disagreement with that. Like, with the writing, not you, not with you. I agree with you, because I kind of just want them to reveal to Butcher what's going on. Like, Becca did it willingly. It's not your kid. Like, he knows it's not his kid. But I just want that arc to be over with. I want to see how Butcher moves on from this, because we dragged it out for a season, and we're dragging it again for another season. Just tell the man, let's get this over with.
It's at this point too. It's like, I don't know what Butcher expects. I understand you love her, but dude, she has a kid with Homelander. And I mean, apart, we were mentioned earlier that I thought it was weird that Homelander didn't kill Butcher, but I was thinking Becca threw out the deal a lot out there, so maybe that was part of the deal. Like, don't
kill Butcher.
Yeah, don't kill Butcher, possibly. But I mean, well, what can she really do? But I did like the kind of side note here. I did like how their son, he's kind of pushing back on Homelander a little bit. I like that. He's like, Daddy, you stay away. I was like, okay, I like that. That'd be kind of cool, right? See a little father-son, little super fight. Kind of crazy. Oh man.
But yeah, I'm with you though. I feel like they're playing the whole Homelander has her hostage angle too long.
Yeah.
Already. Let's get that over with. Let's move on.
Yeah, exactly.
With all that being said, Derek, I'm liking the direction so far. And before we give our thoughts on the first 3 episodes, our kind of like overarching thoughts,
let's go back
I want
to
look at
Filthy Nice.
Yeah.
Let's go back to what he said.
Read my mind.
Here we go.
Do you want to read it, or should I?
I can read it. Yeah, no problem. So he says, Filthy Nice says, the second season will feel kind of stop and go. The first season was good with only a few noticeable instances where the writing seemed lazy, or a subplot was drawn out, or a character did something uncharacteristic. I can only remember one of each of those that left me wish that something was done. But now, with the anticipation and new budget, I've already seen 2 instances of lazy writing in the first episode of season 2. I think he goes on to say, I want to say that's budget. I've already seen 2 instances. Oh no, there we go. Where the first 4 episodes of season 1 showed great storytelling and writing. Totally agree. Drama, but the action and story progression events will probably feel super spaced out. And yeah, that's you said it pretty good, man. And we mentioned,
very concise,
super draggy the first couple of episodes. Like these 3 together, that might have been why they released it for the 3
at the same time.
if we watched the first episode, he'd be like, really? We waited all this time for that one episode?
I would have been like, eh. I would have been.
Oh, I know,
like,
dude, and I agree. First episode, season 1 was, I bet, a little bit. I was kind of hit this here and there, but once you see he was girlfriend get run over, you're like, what the hell? You know, you're like, look, you didn't really have that in this season yet. So, but
yeah,
they're getting there. I feel like they're getting there. But I do agree with a lot what Filthy Night said. How about you, Harold?
No, I too agree with it. I don't feel like they need that rug pull moment like they had in season 1, where again, Huey's girlfriend, she had a name. Was it Robin?
Robin.
Yeah.
Huey lost his Robin.
Yeah, I don't think they need that same moment, that same rug pull style, oh my gosh moment, because we've already established a lot of things. But yeah, they took 3 episodes to tell this whole recap arc and kind of move us forward, which irked me. That irked me because, again, I want to move past this. I want to move past that cliffhanger at the end, and we still haven't 3 episodes later.
Yeah.
I want to move towards the future now. Hopefully we get that maybe next episode. But until we move past the whole Becca Butcher arc and see where he goes from there, it's still gonna feel kind of draggy for me, at least.
Yeah,
you know,
I agree.
I want to see that resolved. Is my main thing. How about you, man?
Yeah, I agree, and I feel like it was kind of like they kind of put like Madam what's Clearwater?
Madeline Stillwater?
Stillwater. That was Clearwater for some reason. I feel like they kind of just, her death is just kind of like, okay. But I don't know. She was the main.
Stillwell.
Yeah,
sorry.
Stillwell. Stillwater. Yeah, I feel like they kind of wrote her off. Yeah, I feel like they wrote her off pretty fast too. But you know, I feel like she had a lot of behind the scenes stuff in 1. You know, you kind of see her pulling stuff, but I don't know. But I definitely agree. You could tell the writing's a little bit more laxed here. I hope they didn't rush it, because I know on the panel at Comic-Con they did already mention that season 3 was for sure coming out already. So
yes,
that's why I'm hoping they didn't just like, okay, let's go. I hope they took their time, because I don't think they realize this is a good show on Amazon right now. Like this, and they got it. Like this is really, first season was well and great. I'm praying that the rest of these episodes in 2 kind of pan out to be that way as well. I did mention to Harold too that I liked how a lot of the trailers and sneak peeks were like all done in the first 3 episodes. So at least later it's a lot more newer stuff. So that's good.
Yeah, man. Legit. I do also want to point out, Derek.
Yeah.
Giancarlo Esposito as the executive with no fear of Homelander.
Right.
If you want a normal, non-superhuman person going up against Superman, you won't find many better than Giancarlo Esposito. This dude can do it, and he's done it so far. I could. There's a little nuance there too, right? You could tell he knows he's not invulnerable. He knows Homelander can still mess him up if Homelander gets too pissed. But he's got that confidence about him that's like, we made you. You know, he still has that. So I'm curious to see where this goes. I like him as well. From Breaking Bad to The Mandalorian to this.
To Moff Gideon. I would say very Moff Gideon.
Yeah.
Very Amanda. I like that, man. Yeah, he's good. I like it too. And I agree with you. You know, he's like, dude, I got your balls right here, buddy. Kind of like type. He had that type of vibe. I'm like, okay, I like this guy. And I like his ideology. You know, he's like, you know, we're a pharmaceutical company. He's like, you know, and I like his whole idea behind that like we're gonna make this what it was supposed to be. You know, and you can tell Homelander's trying to like run everything the way he wants it, obviously. Yeah. Right. So it's gonna be interesting to see those two clash. If you think about it, there's like a triple power. Well, no, I guess Stormfront is on the side of on his side as well, right? He's the one who Dan, that's his name, I believe. I think his name is Dan in the show. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
But yeah.
100%. 100%, sir.
Exciting.
Overall, season 2, off to a good start. You know, again, slow at first, but picks up. Where it goes from here, for me, depends on how they handle the Billy Butcher Rebecca thing. Because everything else seems to be moving forward. We've seen Kimiko's backstory already in 3 episodes. We know where she's ending, where she's going. She wants that showdown with the person who murdered her brother. Huey has moved on from Robin in the sense that, okay, he's trying to find his way through this world with these guys. he's getting his second win, right? Yeah. He's got Starlight now, who also is moving forward. You know, we see her trying to take down Vought as well. They've released this news out into the world. All of this. Mother's Milk and Frenchie, we see them also moving forward. So, again, like, as much as Mother's Milk only wants to get home to his kids, we see his impact on the other characters. So that's I'm satisfied with that. And overall, good for me so far. I don't want to give a rating until the end of the season, but good start.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I'm just praying that this is a type of slow and steady wins the race. I'm hoping that this is that type of instance. So hopefully it picks back up a little bit. I mean, I'm hoping that the reason why they did it weekly is because there's probably a lot of good cliffhangers coming up besides the money aspect. But let's pray, man. I'm excited. I'm excited to see. I like seeing the new heroes. We get some new, new flavors to the show, so it's gonna be exciting to see more.
I agree. And you mentioned the cliffhanger thing. One of the things that was great about the first season was when you got the cliffhanger, you could go straight into the next episode, but we can't do that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so I'm interested. I too am interested on how that'll play out for us as the audience.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Derek, we've done the show. We've been through the deep and back. So I think it's time to call it a day. Let's end things here. It was a good time. It was a good time, and we missed Juancho today. We really did.
Yeah. We missed our other boy.
Yeah, we missed our third boy. But you know what? This boy and this boy, we did it. I think we did it great.
Yeah, we did it.
Yeah. All right, let's do it.
Wrong way.
Oh.
Peace bump. Boo, baby.
No. Okay.
There we go.
We're going to end things here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much to all our most recent followers like Nazuka, Art Design, Riku. Shout out to Riku, and RD and Nazuka, Mendio La Cubicle, Leonie, Jinko Biloba, I love that name, Ina G, Number One Blake, Riff Screamer, and Ungeek Colin. Shout out to the guys over at Ungeek, and shout out to IS Boy Productions, Vic and Co. Thank you guys for stopping by. Derek, you wanna read out all our subs and dubs?
Let's do it. Number one, we got Francishu at 23 months. Damn, almost a year, or almost 2 years. Sorry, excuse me. Thank you, Francis. Yeah. And if you're still here, man, thank you for always tuning in and our support. We appreciate it. Human Panda 22 also at 23 subs, not far behind, and BMO King of Fu as well at number 3. Let's keep it going. We got Miku P, Nerf Diva, Sensei Huron, Notorious KGM, Ion Hammer Stream, Insta DZ, Neo Gear, Zil Fox at number 12, 13, 14. We got Denunci, Wisa Is, and Zeffy Buns. We got the Fury Bot, Renzo Saurus, Trandu, Modux 019, and Kaiju Chandesu. Thank you guys so much. If we did not read your sub off, we thank everybody who subbed to the channel, even if you guys are just watching. We really appreciate it, guys. Thank you for all the support. We love you guys. Thank you so much.
How about the bit cheers, Derek? Lay it on them.
The bit cheers, here we go. Give me 1 second here. My thing. There we go. Bit cheer. We got number 1 Nerf Diva. We got no place, and Neo Gear at 1, 2, and 3. We got Elder Jin, Mikael Roldan, Bimo King of Fu, Oris 27, Miko P. If Not Now, Gwen, Mershi, Gamako, Hue, Instant Easy, Pimple Perp Drink, Tita Gamings, The Real VJ, Dato21, Kebu TV, Wisa is, Curry Server, and last but definitely not the least, Aaron_Gaming 441. And once again, guys, we appreciate every little bit. If you gave us one bit, you know, if you gave us a bit of your attention, we appreciate it.
Ooh.
We love you guys, and it means a lot. So thank you. We can't, without you guys, where would we be? So we love you guys.
That's
really
right.
appreciate it. Thank you so much.
That's right. If you want to find out more about us or check out the rest of our content, facebook.com/quitstallingus and following us on Twitter @quitstallingus will give you all that info as it comes out. You can also follow us on Instagram and check out our stories @quitstalling. And of course, find all our videos that go up on demand on youtube.com/quitstalling, just like the Quitstalling Otaku Cast, fresh episodes every week or so, and as well as here on twitch.tv/quitstalling, where we go live weekly. So check it out. Check it all out. Sensei, where can the grasshoppers catch you when you're not on the Quitstalling Geekcast?
My grasshoppers, you can find me streaming @Sensei Humor. I have. This week, I'm not going to say I haven't been streaming lately, because I have. I've been streaming Marvel's Avengers, and I did stream a little bit of Fall Guys last night before I got my butt annihilated. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of that. You're going to see me and Herald playing Avengers here shortly, and maybe trying out some spell break here and there. So stop on by if you want to say hello. You guys also follow my Twitter, which is Sensei Humor _, and I also have a YouTube, Instagram, Sensei Humor as well. But other than me, where can the folks find you, Herald?
You guys can catch me on Twitter and on Instagram @HeraldPlays, and from time to time, I too like to stream, but I do it here these days on twitch.tv/quitstalling. So if you're listening to the audio version of the podcast and you want to see me and Derek and so many more people playing Fall Guys and Marvel's Avengers and whatever else tickles our fantasy that month. Fancy? Yes, all of it. Check it out here on twitch.tv/quitstalling. Derek, why don't you sign us off as we ride off into the sunset?
All right, guys. We really appreciate you guys being here with us, hanging out with the boys. But you guys can catch us here next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. So until then, just get off your butts and quit stalling. We'll see you next week, guys. We love you. We love you. We love you.
Wakanda forever!
You Bombay! You Bombay!